Good evening. Today we're going to be playing Mountain Blade 2 Bannerlord, an extremely relevant and popular game where you get to roleplay as an exploited, starving peasant trying to avoid death by feudalism by any means necessary. For a little added challenge, we're also going to be limiting ourselves to only recruiting prisoners we've captured, but the exact boundaries of that rule set are entirely up to you, the viewer, so please be sure to go and vote down in the comments below. This game also has an active and passionate modding community, and we're going to be playing with a handful of their contributions today. Included in this particular playthrough are True Bandits, Calradia at War, and of course, the Fighting Together relationship mod, which I can only imagine was named by someone caught up in a failing marriage. You can find links to all the mods used in this playthrough, as well as our court-mandated community Discord server, down in the description below. With all that said, I'm going to hand you over to past me for the rest of the video, and I wish you luck with what you're about to see. Now, the point of this playthrough, I'm going to go ahead and click on New Campaign while we wait. The point of this playthrough is going to be a bit of a challenge run for myself. Now, we haven't played it on the channel before, so I will go through all the basics initially. It's not going to be a tutorial. But we are going to be trying our very best to only play with recruited prisoners. So no recruits from villages. Every soldier we get has to be a recruited prisoner. Now, as for our starting faction, obviously we're going to want to go with the Valandians so that we can get those levels. One of the mods I am playing with is, let's just hit randomize a few times here. Oh, look at that Georgian handsomeness. Oh man, well, I can't say no to that. One of the mods we're going to be playing with today. Oh, do we want to skip the tutorial? Yeah, we do, totally. Skip the first quest. No, we'll play with the first quest. I hate it, but we'll play with it. One of the mods we're going to be playing with is the True Bandits mod, which allows us to recruit more advanced bandits. But let's first look at our family lineage here. We were born into a family of Baron's retainers. Ooh, what does that give us? Focus point in riding and polearm and social? I think we're going to probably end up going two-handed and probably bow. Maybe crossbow, actually, because bolts knock people out. So yeah, let's take this one for now. Yeoman's not bad. Let's try and find whatever gives us two-handed. I don't really care too much. Some horse riding would be good, but endurance is just as athletics is just as important in the early game. Let's grab athletics. We herded the sheep. Yeah, let's herd some sheep. I think that sounds fine to me. I think some more polearms maybe, with a bit of sidearm initially. That's pretty useful. There is one somewhere here for two-handed. I think that might be the next click. Yeah, two-handed doesn't get quite as much love. I might have missed it. Who knows? Next up, we're going to have, yes, there it is, defeated an enemy in battle, which also gives us a bit of valor and renown, which is pretty nice. Or we could get more crossbows and polearms. So it looks like we're specializing quite a lot here, and I don't want to do too much of that. We're going to have a spear and probably a two-handed axe initially. Now, this is our default start. This is our options from the custom spawns mod. Cultured start mod. And we can decide we can pretty much get a castle right away, but I think that kind of cuts out some of the challenge. So we could do as an escaped prisoner of the Lord of Landia. So we start ourselves as a prisoner, which I think is kind of a fun one, because that way we, we'll have a bit of notoriety in the region. We're not going to be able to take recruits. Okay, let's do this. So as you can see, we do not start with a bow, but we do start with a mace, which is going to be pretty helpful. I think we're going to subdue them with arrows, because I kind of need that bow skill. As you can see, I've pretty much ignored everything down here, which maybe wasn't the best choice. But yeah, screw it. Let's go for endurance. We do need a bit of riding. Let's go for endurance and cunning. Okay. And beginning our new event, we're going to escaping from our captor. Sure. Okay, our name will of course be Saint Thicolus, as always. And I'm going to be playing everything on realistic, because I hate myself. That's right. Except the map movement speed bonus. This is just frustrating to use without. And I think recruitment difficulty is... that's just for recruits for notables? I don't care about that just now. Obviously, the rules of this challenge are incredibly vague and open to interpretation, so no worries about that, boys. We'll be coming back to it. Combat, AI difficulty on challenging. We are going to allow birth and death, and let's go ahead and get into it. Alright, now we have to select our family name, and I can't think of anything more appropriate than Balding, because that's what I currently am. God, the stress of a master's degree, let me tell you. Now we need to pick our banner. All of this is very riveting, I'm sure. And I need to find something that depicts the impending baldness here. What's spherical and plain? Yeah, that's looking pretty good. There we go. No hair on that one, that's for sure. Maybe... Ooh, the choice is... Ooh, the orange. Yeah, kinda hard to fight the orange, isn't it? Okay, we're gonna be the oranges, and if we're gonna be oranges, we might as well be the blood oranges. Yeah, look at that. Loving it. Nice and big. There we go. And, our... the House of Balding begins. That's actually quite a nice banner. It's pretty distinct. Okay, so we are currently in Charas. And I think if we try to enter the city, yes, we are allowed in. So I'm not actually sure how much notoriety we've picked up. As you can see, we have the Settlement Icons mod. Now I'm going to hit play, and we're going to get a lot of notifications, so just bear with me. Alright, sorry about that. The game crashed about 6 times while trying to get that start right, but here we are, finally. Saint Nicholas Balding exists in the world, and a hell of a lot of people are at war, goddamn. Just a fair warning, if you're using this mod list, you're probably going to have to redo your start a few times. It crashes when it's declaring all these wars, if it does them in the wrong order. It seems to be fairly random. Yeah, if you're... I think if the Vlandians declare war on, like, the Sturgeon rebels before their own, the thing crashes. I don't know, it's kind of weird. But for some reason, just by standing there, we actually gained a level. So we can go into the level up screen and take a look at that already. Now, we have two-handed points, enough of them anyway, to get ourselves a skill point. So we're going to decide what we want to do. We don't have a two-handed weapon yet. We might soon. So either we can get better wielding, and our infantry gets a little bit better as well, or we can deal more damage to shields. Well, I don't really care about shields. Those only really come into play when it comes to tournaments, and we're not even in any of those yet, so forget it. Also, I accidentally threw a focus point into that, which I don't want to do. We want to throw the focus point into athletics. So the way the game works, right, is this doesn't actually improve your skills. If you want to improve these skills, it's like Kenshi. You've got to actually do the thing. What focus points do is move this meter up, as well as sort of attribute points. They move the meters up for all 3 skills in their tree. And as you do stuff, you can move up the levels, you know, in the skill itself, and which gives you general XP, which gives you more points. And as you sort of hit level 25 here, then you'll be able to pick a perk. And basically, if you cap out your focus and you do not have enough sort of general points invested in a certain skill set, then you can't advance beyond a certain point. So, like for example, for leadership, we can get to here, but we'll never get any of this. We will never get any of these perks unless we can put enough focus points and enough attribute points to get us over here. Which is why I went for all the free ones at the beginning up here, because as we play the game, we're going to be almost exclusively leveling leadership, and it's to get this perk right here, which allows us to convert bandits into regular troops. And since we're going to be doing a prisoner-only playthrough, we're going to need to be able to do that, even though it's going to be fairly late game by the time we can. So, we need to go looter hunting. That's going to be the first one. Now, the mod that sort of threw all those errors at the beginning, or the conflicts anyway, is called Calradia at War. And it's a pretty cool one. It adds things like this, these idealistic citizens. It adds like something like 100 factions and over 300 new units to the game. And that's going to make for a slightly more interesting playthrough, I think, because we're going to have a lot more variety in conflict. Actually, we might be able to go help out in that battle. Never mind. Okay, missed opportunity there. That would have been good to score a few free recruits. I see the step bandits have been destroyed. Damn. Okay. I don't know if that's the entire like faction or just the that sort of one group of raiders. Now, anyway, we're going to run along down this valley until we find someone to fight. Aha! Our first prey has been sighted. Now, we don't have a horse. Actually, I'm looking at this, and I just realized I started us without a horse. Wait, actually, did I? Hold on. Let's check if we have a horse. Okay, we don't have a horse. Extra difficult start. Okay, these guys are going to devour us if we get caught, so we need to fight them with some help. And all we want to do, because, I mean, if I fight them by myself right now, I'm going to get smushed. All we want to do is see if we can't pick a fight where we can get, like, 1 prisoner. And then, you know, if we can recruit him, we can get 2 prisoners. And if we can recruit them, we can get 3 prisoners. And eventually we'll be able to recruit them, and that'll allow us to take on larger groups, and yada yada yada, the snowball continues. 7 and 10, damn, where are my 2 looters? Okay, this isn't good. That's, they do stack, so that's 24, which is very slightly outside of our skill set at the moment. Okay, I'm gonna run around until we can actually find someone that we can actually fight here. Something I have realized is that we don't actually have any money or food. Now, we don't have to eat, as our character doesn't actually starve. No, see, we don't have anything in our inventory. We do have a rock, though, I see. In fact, let's have a look at what we've got. We've got some wrapped shoes, a commoner's tunic, stylish. We have a blacksmith's hammer, and a rock. Hoo boy, we're gonna be fine, boys. No problems at all. Hey, here we go. Okay, that's 15. I meant to fight the 1. But I guess not. I can't actually bribe them, so I guess we're fighting. We're definitely going to lose this. But what the hell, we might as well get some experience in, right? Okay, we can move around. Thank you, game. I have rocks. Okay, this is going well. We also have the True Thugs mod installed, which basically gives looters a hell of a lot of variety. As you can see, they've got like throwing weapons and all sorts of... Well, probably should have seen that coming. And now we just sort of get dragged around with these douches until such time as we have enough health back to run away. I can see this being a slow start. Yeah, it might take a couple days to get this episode out. Alright, we're free of those looters, and we're actually going to come here into Phrygian and see. They've got a quest available. I want to know what that is. Maybe we can use it. So, Olgerd of Phrygian here wants us to train troops for him. Oh, hell yes! With pleasure, sir. I'm Saint Thicolis. It's astonishing that didn't cause more of a reaction. It's good to meet you. Remember, there's no currency in this world more valuable than the weight of your word. Well, I mean, I could use a bit of cash, but sure. I've heard you need some help with the problem, and of course I'll help if I can. He wants us to train some of his people, so we're going to take them on. I'm not sure how many we got. Let's have a look. You can't actually tell before you take them. We got 5. Okay, that gives us 6 total. Now we have a bit of a chance. So I should mention that obviously we can't keep these men because they're not prisoners, but because they're a quest item, we can use them as a tool to get there. Yeah, we can only recruit prisoners. I gotta stress that again. That does include captives. So if we defeat an army, and there's a bunch of troops that have been trapped by that army, we could potentially keep them if we wanted to, but I'm still on the fence about that one, so I'm actually going to leave that up to you guys. If you think that we should keep those troops, then let me know, and we will. If you don't, well, you know, we ain't gonna touch him. Now, I can't pay these dudes, so I do actually need to get into a fight soon, and sell their gear. There we go. Okay, the looters. They're mine. I really hope they don't have ranged units. If they do, we are screwed, but this is our chance to get a start going. Okay, well, we have, like, no morale, so if one person dies, everyone's gonna run, but, I mean, we're gonna do what we can. We do technically outnumber them. Now, I could auto-resolve this, and we'd probably just barely win. But I think for the YouTube, I'm going to pursue it. Now, we are injured, so we don't want to be taking this fight on for too long. Holding left alt allows me to see their troop formations from a distance. Okay, we're going to want to get the... boys, where do we want to stand? We want to get every advantage we can. So pressing F1 and then F1 again, we're going to order our troops to move up the hill here. And use the high ground as much as possible. Maybe we can use this rock to kind of break them up a bit. God, this is this is some next level strats, people. Okay, the rock has no collision. Never mind. I don't see any actual throwing weapons, but that guy's got a spear. Yeah, we're gonna want to weaken him. Okay, boys, charge! You're just getting shot. Okay, one down. Unfortunately, we killed him. You'll see there's a red skull above his head. That means we killed the dude. We don't want to be killing them. We want to just be injuring. And I'm out. Okay, which means we lose. However, I do have the Control Companions mod, which means if I press F, we can take control of these dudes. I figured this was a necessary evil Otherwise, you know, we would never, ever finish this. Come on, pitchfork. Unfortunately, the pitchfork is a sharp weapon, which means we do kill them, but I got the guy in the armor. He just got knocked out. White skull and bones is what we want to see. Whew! Okay, victory. Unfortunately, St. Nicholas is... actually, I don't know where he is. He's somewhere in the mud over here. I should have picked up that guy's spear. Damn. Alright, next time, boys. So, we got 9 renown, we got a bit of morale back, which is good, and of course we got 4 upgraded troops out of 5. Which is pretty nice. I can't afford to pay them, so I'm not going to upgrade them. But, yeah, we got 1 prisoner. We're so much closer. And 45 dinars, which means we can actually pay these assholes for 4 days. We also got some more equipment. We can throw on those arm wraps. We can equip that pitchfork. Is this a 2-handed weapon? It's 1-handed, and it is worse than ours. So, yeah, we'll equip that pitchfork. Maybe we can use that to get in a few pokes. Alright, now I'm injured, and my men are injured, so we don't want to get into another fight unless we can get a bit of health back first. What does Chornad here have for us? He needs help with brigands. Well, I guess I'm fighting them anyway, right? So we might as well take on this quest. I heard you need help with the problem. You want me to hunt them down. How many do you think I'll need to do? 8 men would be able to do it. That's what the game thinks. I think we can do it with our 5. Despite being a prisoner, and starting with absolutely nothing, we don't seem to have any criminality in the area. Which is quite important. Because what that means, we're going to go ahead and sell this extra loot. Here it is. Doop. And doop. What that means for us is that we can actually trade. We're not going to get arrested as we walk into the city. We have 46, we now have a total of 83 dinars. So what does that buy us? Could we get like some shoes or something? We could get a head wrap, give us 2 armor, but I think we won't be able to pay anyone then. Can't afford any of this stuff, that's fine. Let's go look at the melee weapons. Ooh, we could get a better pitchfork. It does 5 more damage per strike, but that is like all of our... Oh, we can't even afford it. I could sell my rock, and we'd be closer. We could get an actual spear, which is kind of worse. Weapon speed is almost as important, in my opinion, as the damage, because you can, you know, DPS is kind of important. And this is 2-handed, but this is polearm 2-handed. It's not the 2-handed we're looking for. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. Can't recruit anyone. We can of course recruit companions. We'll need to. We're not going to be ransoming our prisoners. However, we can recruit that looter. Okay, our party grows. We now technically have 2 people in them. We're also just going to wait here for a little bit. I need to heal up. As you can see, there's a bunch of bandits in this area. We need to fight for that quest, which, if we look at our quests, we have 18 days to complete, and 56 days for the other one, so plenty of time. There we go. That's what we were waiting for. 4 looters. We can take that on. So let's go ahead and charge into these dudes. Yeah, I think we can totally handle that. Let's go ahead and attack. Now, I am still on 30% health, so we're going to want to be careful. Definitely going to use our men as a meat shield. And as you can see, this looter has spawned with a shield and a hammer. That's part of the True Thugs mod. It affects our units too. Okay, boys, pull forward. There are 4 of them and 5 of us. We can do this. Well, 4 and me. I'm 30% of a man. There are 4.3 of us and 4 of them. Okay, I need to not get hit by rocks. I am dead. And, okay, we're going to charge in, boys. Come on. I got a point in tactics, apparently, for standing still. That's a solid strat, solid strat. And our borrowed troops are finishing them off with absolutely no problems. And we knocked him out. Excellent. That's another soldier in the bank. We got a level, but our troops didn't. That is a shame. Kind of need the borrowed troops to level up so that we can finish that quest. Never mind. They're all finished. Now we'll need 15 per times 4. That's going to be 60 dinars to level them up. Okay. Let's see how much we get in loot. We do actually have a shield. Okay. Okay. That's a good start. That actually gets us a bit of leverage here. I'm going to keep the men until we finish this quest, and then I'm going to return them. Simply because if we just switch them back now, we'll lose our progress. That's 10, that's too many. I'm going to go back and wait in the city until we see another small group we can attack. Okay, here is a group of 7 bandits. That other looter decided to join us in the meantime. So, oh, actually, we should go ahead and sell off that loot. Just in case we lose, we don't want to be carrying anything that they can steal. Oh, wait, we didn't get anything, right. Never mind. Okay. Or actually, 110 dinars. Nah, there's nothing really we can take. So we're going to go ahead and finish off this quest now. Get the cash for that. Return those troops. Get the cash for that. And hopefully we'll have me plus those 2. Hopefully we can get like 4 people. That's what I'm praying for here. We're on 50% health now, which is much better. We're 7 to 7. Technically, I probably should have upgraded the borrowed troops before this, but it's okay. Ooh, and the shield's weighing me down too much. I don't think we can actually use it yet. Alright, looks like we're going to have to charge. They do have ranged units, which means we can't be waiting here. They've got 2 archers by the number of arrows coming through here. Let's actually... there's actually no reason to put the shield away. We might as well just walk forward with it. And see if we can't catch a few of those throwing weapons ourselves. That'll save our men. Okay, we have lost a troop already. He's gone off by himself. Yeah, we're not going to win this. Yeah, we're in a bit of trouble here, boys. Okay. See if I can't distract these 4. And if I can just keep them busy long enough. And we're retreating. Okay, well, that's progress has reset itself. Now, of course, being captured did mean we lost relations with that noble, or with that village leader, rather, who we had taken the troops from. And that is a bit of a problem for us because we need to keep our relations high. Not for recruits, but rather for better quests. He needs tools. Nah. I think we're just going to keep dodging parties here until we can find one or 2 size. Oh, that was a real shame in that battle. We were just outclassed. Okay, so without any searching at all, really, we were just down here. Mott here has a quest for us, which is to train some more troops. Well, you know what we're doing, boys. I feel real sorry for these poor men. They're not going to last very long. And we did indeed get 5 more again. Okay, so let's see if we can head down and complete that quest. We do still have the Brigand quest, available from over here. So let's see if we can't... Oh, I don't want to fight them at night, though. It's not very good for YouTube. So we're just going to keep the day moving. There we go. It's morning. Oh, there's 4 of them. I'd much rather fight as uneven a battle as possible here. You know, heavens no, we're definitely playing, you know, at a disadvantage no matter how we do this. Okay, we do take on 5. Although I am injured, so it's kind of 5v5. Which is a bit risky. I think I'm going to pursue that. Oh, no, I'm not going down there. Okay, we're going to go on to this 5. It's just going to have to work. I'm at 62% health, 63. Come on, 65. Give me 65 before we get them. No such luck. Alright, we're going 6v5. We're going to go ahead and attack. I should have taken off the shield. I just remembered. Yeah, we're way too encumbered like this. Okay, they do have an archer, which means we're going to need to charge. But I'm going to charge... sort of intelligently here, because simply charging forward is a good way to get killed, as we saw. Okay, yeah, I'm going to make sure the archer fires at me. My men are much more valuable than I am in this battle. Morale is still pretty low, so that kill right there by that looter is a problem for us. Okay, we got 1 down. Okay, another down. Nice. Let's go ahead and get out our rocks, start throwing. That's 9 damage there. See if we can get another one. It's very important that he doesn't kill all these men. Yes! Yes! Unfortunately, they did kill that poacher. But we captured 2 looters. And as we know, there's a very small chance for them to spawn with a shield. And, oh man, shields are the best. Oh, they captured my looters, and I captured theirs. Well, it is still up for debate with you guys, whether or not we keep troops that have been captured, that were prisoners of the army we've defeated. For now, however, since that rule isn't decided, I'm going to go ahead and take them on. We're going to upgrade these men, which is going to finish that quest. They'll leave us. And yeah, we're going to have us and 2 looters plus 2 looters more. So let's go ahead and send the troops back for a bit of cash. Ooh, 2,400 dinars. We can get ourselves some equipment. Thank you, sir. Now, what do we want to put on here? We got a Highland wrap. That's going to be good. That short spear is... I'm going to take it. I'm going to take it over the crude pitchfork. Yeah, and that's kind of... Everything else we could just sell. Alright, not too bad. Let's go ahead and head over to Jacqueline, sell our goods, and then see how we feel about the rest of the day. We also received a further 550 dinars from our completion of that quest. Now, normally, if you want troops in this game, you just go into the recruit tab here in any city or village, and you just buy them. But obviously, that is not an option for us. So, for some reason, these people hate us. Got a relation of -1 with the Thudia here. So, we wouldn't be recruiting from her even if we wanted to. We're not going to ransom any prisoners, probably not for a very long time. We are, however, going to trade. So, let's go ahead and ditch these arm wraps. And we can ditch all this equipment. Now, unless, there's hardwood. Okay, we're going to buy 2 units of hardwood. Alright? And you guys are going to see something interesting here. We're going to buy 2 units of hardwood. It's going to cost us 46 bucks. And you might be like, what do you want some bits of wood for, Miles? No, well, okay, what we're going to do is go ahead and refine that into charcoal. We now have 1 piece. We're going to use that 1 piece to smelt a wooden hammer. Okay, that gives us a mallet head, and it gives us 3 more wood. I think you can see where this is going. We're now going to refine that hardwood into charcoal. We got a point in smithing. And then we're going to use that to refine the pitchfork that we just got rid of. And now we have 4 wood, which gives us 2 more charcoal, which allows us to refine the blacksmith hammer, which gets us all this garbage over here. Now, I didn't look at the specific value of those tools before we got rid of them, but they were probably like, 12 to 13 each. Well, their component parts are worth a hell of a lot more than they are. That one blacksmith hammer, which, let's see if we can see how much a blacksmith hammer costs. Okay, so 87 new. If we buy it, we can sell it for, well, I can sell mine for 31. Right. Which means that we would have gotten 31 dinars from that. However, by smelting it, we got ourselves a piece of hardwood, some wrought iron, and some crude iron, which gives us 66 total. Yeah, not too bad, is it? Plus that wrought iron we bought before for 60, we refined into a piece of charcoal, which costs us 52. A bit of loss there, but I think in total we've probably made a bit of a profit. So I'm going to go ahead and sell all of this for 117. Debatable whether or not that was worth it. These low-grade tools kind of aren't worth smelting. The higher tier weapons definitely are. And yeah, I don't know if that's as exploity as it used to be. It used to be a real meme. But let's go ahead and buy ourselves... Ooh, those are some cheap olives. We could make some money with those olives. Okay, I don't want to buy all the olives. Hold on. How many can I actually carry? If we buy 1, 2, 3 olives, those are dirt cheap, and that'll feed us. And grain's actually really expensive, so why don't we sell the grain, and with that we can buy 3 more olives, and we've actually made a tiny bit of money, an extra single dinar. Lovely. Anything else? Maybe we want a horse. Yeah, I feel like we want a horse. Now, I don't have any riding skills, so we might as well get the best horse. Let's throw one in the slot and see what's better. Yeah, looks like we managed to pick the worst horse. I'll go ahead and take the Botanian pony, as that's kind of the sort of most affordable one, and we'll just get a simple saddle. Horse armor 10, 164. That's for camels. Yeah, there we go. Horse armor 10, nice and cheap. Looks pretty rough. It's perfect for us. Okay. And while we're at it, we're going to get a little bit more armor. I think padding up the head is a good place to start. And then we're going to go ahead and throw some money down on our shoulders. Absolutely. And of course, the chest. Most important. We still have 2,000-ish dinars to work with here. So perhaps the sleeveless padded short coat. Sort of a consistent aesthetic here. It's kind of ugly, though. Yeah, you know what, maybe we save a bit of money here, and instead pick up that, that western hood there. That's a bit more like it. Yeah, I can live with that. Let's go ahead and sell this. Okay, and we're good. We also can't keep this fish. We need a bit of space for picking up loot. Alright, that is that. We're going to accept... And guys, that is all we have time for today. So, if you've enjoyed this episode of Mount & Blade Bannerlord, please do go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It helps the channel out immensely. We are so close to 1,000. And if this can push us over the edge, we can finally unlock community features, and I can send you messages. Wouldn't that be amazing? Anyway, boys, that's all I have time for today. It's been great seeing you again. And as always, I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.